So it seems like Facebook wants to take its first steps into the metaverse, and it's doing that with Facebook Workspace. And it seems pretty interesting, but does it work out pretty well? That's the question. Well, we'll find out right after. Actually, wait. Something seems wrong here. There we go. All this and more right after this. Hey, what's up everyone? My name is Willard and you are watching Tech7, that one show that makes you feel like it'll buy you a cup of coffee every now and then. So Facebook has made a huge announcement. Now we've talked about this in the past actually on a previous episode about Facebook wanting to fully go into the metaverse, which is a virtual reality environment, somewhere where you're always connected nonstop to the internet. And it seems like Facebook's really taking those first steps, and this time it's through something called Horizon Workspaces. Now, this was actually announced in an exclusive interview on CBS, where they actually did the interview fully inside Horizon Workspaces. And it was really interesting to see how they did it, how they interacted with each other. And if you notice, the interviewer's voice also slightly changes because it now feels like she's actually with Mark Zuckerberg inside the room while the interview's happening. And I think that's pretty awesome. You look at the way she's talking on the Zoom interview, and then you switch over to Horizon, and it's a totally different mood. It's a totally different vibe. And it's really interesting to see how they were able to interact with each other. Now, there's also different ways that you can interact. One of them is that you can actually turn your controller into a sort of marker sort of thing, and you can even write on a whiteboard in front of everyone. There's different ways you can have the meeting. And don't forget the fact that you can actually connect your computer into this space so you can actually use it. And you also notice that as Mark Zuckerberg is speaking, you'll see that his hands are kind of moving, but where are the controllers? Well, that's because the Oculus Quest 2 actually has full hand tracking, and I gotta say, it is beautifully done. The hand tracking is really great. It was a little shaky at first, but I can honestly vouch for it and say that hand tracking has improved significantly on the Oculus Quest 2, and it's really interesting to see them incorporate it into Horizon Workspaces the way they have, like this, But of course, you can always go back to the controllers if you want. The moment it detects movement, it'll have the controllers in your hand again, and of course you can convert it and use it as a marker if you wanted to for the meeting and all that sort of stuff. But this is technically Facebook's first try into the metaverse, but it's being met with a lot of criticism. I've seen a good amount of people also sort of against it, because at the same time, you do have to purchase this whole virtual reality device. So there's a chance that corporate offices and companies, schools could purchase this and really incorporate this, when we have to do sort of a stay-at-home thing. And that's what Mark Zuckerberg touches on also. He really thinks that if we have to go back to at-home working or learning, this is a way that we can keep that same interaction with each other while at the same time being productive and feeling like we're in a space with someone and having that sort of connection with someone. If you've never tried virtual reality before, I highly recommend you get into it because it really does feel like you're with someone in person. It's very different from playing a game and talking in voice chat, because guess what? You can actually see, how you react to someone, your head movements. It's a different way of interacting with people, and you really do feel like you're interacting with someone rather than just typing or talking over the phone or a Zoom call even. It's very different because you hear them to your right, you hear them to your left. It's just different. So one of the things that I've noticed too is that if this is the first step into the metaverse, I really hope that it's going to upgrade at some point, because I don't want to look like a comic book character. I don't want to look like a cartoon character the entire time throughout this metaverse. I think it'd be nice to have some sort of realism in there. But I want to hear what y'all's thoughts are. What do you think about Horizon Workspaces? I'm actually going to try and give it a go. May even do a review on it and see how it works out. But also, I don't know if my intro is going to work with the little character, but I'm going to see what I could do. But other than that, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on this. What do you think about it? Do you think Facebook's going to successfully move into this whole metaverse? I personally think if there's a lot of doubt towards it, it's definitely going to happen, because it's just going to push Zuckerberg even harder. And I found out too that he actually wants to do this within the next 5 years, where the metaverse is heavily integrated into all of our lives. And it's not just Oculus. He wants Facebook to be a huge part of this metaverse. So with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will catch you on the flip side.